the best they could against white men. The problem is that kind of history doesn't get explained. It gets turned into a narrative where, because black men are trying to have a politic like white people keep killing us, white men keep killing us, that somehow excludes and oppresses black women. And that is a uniquely black feminist historiography, right? That's how black feminists tell history. It has nothing to do with actual history. It's just their interpretation of it, right? And that's an interpretation that seems to carry the day. So I think that the problem is that when black men are saying, well, look, you know, I mean, because think about it. I mean, the only marches that we've had Eric Garner, we've had Trayvon Martin, we had a brief march for Jordan Davis, right? I mean, these are three people over the last 2 or 3 years. The number, but that's, I mean, if you add up how many black men are died, that's 600, right? So, you know, that's what I'm trying to, you know, that's why I try to get people to understand. When you listen to blogs and you listen to internet, you know, ramblings as the basis of how you define politics, if you listen to Twitter, then Twitter will have you think, oh, well, we don't want to tell you how many people get killed. Just know these people matter like these people. And it's true that every black life matters. Right? If you kill a queer body, if you kill a woman, you kill a man, you kill a child, it's part of our community. You could have your own moral issues with it, whatever, or disagree with identity, but the fact is these are all black people, right? So the type of violence that they demonstrate to any one of them is the same type of violence they'll demonstrate to each of us. That question has been completely erased to say we need to focus only on these issues, right? And I don't understand that logic. Because basically you're saying, well, look, we know actually black men and boys get shot more. We know actually black men and boys get incarcerated more. We know actually that, I mean, just think about the difference. Like when Sam DuBose was shot in Cincinnati, we have a video of it, man. Like we have a video of a bullet entering his head, blood spilling out in his dead body. Same thing with Trayvon Martin, right? Every time black men are shot, we have videos documented and they play it over and over again. Right? Michael Brown, his dead body, blood spilling from his head, laying on the street for 4 hours. We see that. Now, when black women are shot, we generally don't see that kind of grotesqueness about it, right? We saw a picture of Sandra Bone. We've never seen a picture of her dead body. We've never seen a picture of Rekia Boyd's dead body, right? So there is something about the kind of nature and killing.
That's not exclusive. Here's the thing. It's funny that you bring that up because as tragic as what happened this week, with the situation with the WBDJ killing. When I first turned it on, whatever it was, Wednesday, Thursday morning, whenever it happened, I think it was Wednesday. Unfortunately, first thing I said is that, wow, do they have video of this? And then when I realized that they had video of it, but they kept saying, oh, we're only going to show this once an hour, I think CNN said, or we're not going to show this at all.
Right.
And I started to think about just exactly what you just said. We looked at Mike Brown for days lying dead in the street with a cop standing over him. We watched Eric Garner die from multiple angles on video, and YouTube has never taken it down.
Yeah.
When you look at that thing and you say, so it's good theater to see these black men killed, but it's not good theater when it is a white woman reporter. To me, it's all disgusting. To me, I don't want to see any of it.
But why is society obsessed with one?
Right. Go ahead.
See, then that's my point. Yeah. You see, no, because I agree with you. But see, this is what I mean when I say that when we consume blog culture and don't think. Like every sister that dies, right? We should be up in arms about. No questions asked. But I ask you, what's the difference of the presentation? When we see black men killed, it becomes a grotesque spectacle. It's on every news channel. We see dead body after dead body. You can flip to YouTube now. I saw 2 weeks ago a brother didn't pay for bus fare. It happened a few years ago. Cop shot him. He was spitting the blood in the street. Nobody takes it down. That tells me that quality. I mean, think about it. When we see black women get shot, when we hear these stories, right? There's a certain kind of dignity about the death that black women and black feminists specifically maintain should happen to those bodies. When black men die, it's just that's the nigger on the street. So I ask myself, what is it about black male death that is so attractive, that is so, even among black people, so accepting, That there's no maintenance of the integrity of the dead black male that is insisted upon for all these dead white people. Nobody, even when those kids were killed in Newton, we didn't see their bodies. We saw pictures of them.
No.
Yeah. But Tamir Rice, that 12-year-old boy shot. Exactly.
And we've seen that video over and over and over and over again. John Crawford, we've seen over and over and over.
Exactly.
And over again. Well, these feminists are out here losing their mind right now listening to this show. But this is something that needs to be talked about.
No, brother, and I understand. But and here's the thing that I would say about feminism specifically, is that we can have black feminists, we can have black anarchists, we can have black social. The issue is not that they should not exist. The issue is that the black community and other people who criticize black feminism become pathologized for the disagreement. In other words, our community is big enough and intellectual enough that it could deal with intellectual disagreement. The problem is when you have a group that says you can't disagree with us, and if you do, we morally condemn you, and look at all the white liberals who morally condemn you as well, then that's not simply an ideology, right? That's a camarilla of people who are able to sanction and silence different groups and voices in our communities, and that's not what we're looking for, right? If there's a conversation about sexism, it has to be something that's discussed.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right, because it sounds like to me the bottom line is black men are not only have the system, white supremacy system that has to be dealt with, not only has the system of police brutality has to be dealt with, but just as you talked about having that black woman who for years has fought by our side for many years, the feminist movement and saying, brother, you need to step back and let me lead. But at the same time, we're looking at it like, okay, your body physically cannot take the abuse physically that these people are going through, like I can. So, and so let me play my position. That is probably the biggest reason why this is something that bothers me, because we're running into this situation, into a society where we as black men are not allowed to play our position as any other man of any other culture of being a provider, protector of our black women. And that's where, and it's not just because white supremacists say we can't do it, not because the white supremacist system says we can't do it. We're starting to find that a lot of black women said, I don't need you. I don't need you to protect me. And that is one of the biggest issues I have with this.